Hello, everyone. Hello. Testing, testing, testing. Hello, Wonderful. Wonderful. It's working. I can hear. Hello, we have Linda Belk and Sarah Joy and AJ are all moderating. I really appreciate that. Thank you, moderators. We have Apocalypse here, Ted, MSU Kiwi, Shaft, Maria's Kitty Cats, Hetty Silovitz, April Coco, Alex Duncan, Barb Filer, Seri, Sonic is here. Jean, Darren Markley, Angel Baby Max, Sharon Heberling is here. Jack Ball is here. Wen's Trends is here. MSU Kiwi is here. Garth R. Hey, it's Garth R. Good to see you, Garth R. How's things going, Garth R. in Australia? If it's the same Garth. Jack Ball, Sasha McLean, Apocalypse No. Gary 9560 from England. Patty, Grace Katz. Bebel, Little Bird, Nick for Nick. Nick N4K, I'm sorry. Yes, it is Garth R. Everything is good, Garth. Good to see you. How's things in Australia? Sharon, I hope you're feeling well. Kristen J is here. Just Won't Die. Justin Rochkin. Lisa Remo. Leonard Gallamont. Kimberly Barr. She was at the Animal Sanctuary today. Polly is here. Probably watching football in this. I was watching some football before we came on the air as I was finishing my meal. Super Tom is here. Garth says things are good in Australia. It's good to see Garth. Long time. Gatorman is here. Jennifer Tower is here. Canwell is here. Polly says good game so far, but the Jets quarterback got hurt. It looked like. Also, I have Michael Carter on my fantasy team. Not good for him. My team is terrible. Looks like Music Junkie might be on the way out. I just have a feeling. I'm just getting that feeling. Sometimes you just get that feeling. MSU Kiwi is here. We are live. Big Thursday night live stream. Super Tom, I'm going to be moving at some point. Might not be for a number of months. Oh, Ram, are the captions still not working? I got another report about that. I don't control the captions. I don't control the captions for the streams. So I'm looking at yesterday's stream right now, and I don't see captions on, and they're supposed to be. So what I can do is, after the stream, I'll just message YouTube and say, hey, the captions aren't working. I don't know why they're not working from yesterday. I don't control it. That's a YouTube thing. I don't control it. I can even do a live chat with them right now. Super Tom, I already answered your question. Super Tom, you made a comment about moving, and I answered the question, and then you say, are you moving again? I literally just answered it a minute ago. Are you not listening? I'm not going to answer the same question twice. I'm sorry. You only get one answer to your question if it's answered. You don't get the same question answered twice. Go rewind. If you did not hear the answer to your question, rewind the broadcast. It is your responsibility to listen. Hang on one second here. Let's see. Canwell is here. I'm going to do this right now. While we're on the air, I'm going to tell YouTube that the captions are not working. I just timed out Cogito for being rude. I don't know why Cogito is being so rude. Why is everybody being rude? Salon Girl is here. Let me just tell YouTube. Captions are not working on the video I posted yesterday, and several viewers have requested captions. Can you please look into this? Thanks. See, I'm trying to address it right now. Right, Sonic says watch. The captions will start working while you're chatting with support again. We'll see. Anyways, I didn't mean to pick on Super Tom, but the second time you ask, after I answer, you know, what can I do? So feel free to ask something else, Super Tom. When you hear that beep, that's me talking to YouTube chat support about the captions not working. We've had 2 viewers say, why aren't the captions working? Callie Voltaire is looking while driving. Please do not be distracted while you drive. Hunter Mars is here. Ding, ding, ding. All right, we got Alibaba here. Let's see here. Why is this happening? There we go. We haven't had a caption complaint in a while. I don't know why it was yesterday's video. Dallas Alice is here. Jenny Lassiter is here. Ernie is here. Apocalypse No is here. Oh, I think I said that already. Crepe Cotton Candy is here. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the clocks being turned back either. It's already getting dark too early. So I'm not a fan of that. The Shine Machine is here. Hello, Shine Machine. Kathy Moran is here. Did we lose Super Tom? Did Super Tom get offended? Is that it? I hope not, but you never know. Krista Borden is here. Darren Markley is here. My handy dandy notebook is here. Changed his name? Oh, Super Tom is there. Okay, there you go. There you go. Super Tom is there. By the way, Super Tom, you know, we have chapters now on our videos. So, like, for example, if you go back to last night's video, right? Here's last night's video. Look at this. Look at the chapters. See? Streaming services, stars on tie. Where to live. Look, there's a whole chapter called Where to Live. See? That's last night. Also, if you go to the description, you see the chapter titles. See how one of them is titled Where to Live? See? So you can catch up on the different chapters if there's one that interests you. It's all there for you. I do that for you guys. I do that for you. So you can pick your particular topics if you're catching up. Sonic says delicious bitter batteries. Yeah, we talked about bitter batteries last night. Oh, thank you, Ernie. Ernie says, I'm so glad for some of us tomorrow is Friday. I guess for people like who aren't in New Zealand or something. Hey, thank you, Ernie. I appreciate that. Thanks for your support, Ernie. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Polly says he might not know where he's moving yet. Well, as I mentioned, I've pretty much narrowed it down to LA and Boston. West Talk is here. Breaker is here. Thank you, Shine Machine. No, it makes it easier because, you know, if people miss the stream, it's like 3 hours long and they don't even know what I talked about. So, also it makes it easier for me because if I want to say, go back and watch this part of the stream, I can just say, hey, go look at the chapter called this. Tammy Lance is here. Minibit is here. Benjamin is here. Uh-oh. I heard back. YouTube's going to tell me what's going on with the caption situation. Let's see what they say. Our viewer Becamix TV MMLSO2 all is here. Becamix TV MMLSO2 all. What's YouTube going to say? What are they going to say, guys? Mantronics, I'm glad you like the chapters. A sleep stream? What is that? When you record yourself sleeping, Antonio? Why would I want to do that? Sonic thinks it's going to say, have you tried another browser or restart your computer? Wait, what? Hold on a second. Hold on. They're claiming I'm not logged into the proper channel. They say, well, you're not logged into the channel. Well, I am logged into the channel. They're just wrong. They're literally wrong. The support person went away and came back and said, you're not logged into your channel, so we can't help you. And I just clicked share and this link came up. See, this is what happens. I mean, it's just a simple request. I'm logged into my channel. There's no question I'm logged into my channel because I can comment as Lookner. I can go, to my, settings on my channel as Lookner, and I'm literally talking to YouTube support, and they're saying no. On our end, it says you're not logging into our channel. Oh, she's going to check one more time. She's going to check one more time. You can be logged into a different channel. Like when I use Agenda Free TV, I have to log in as Agenda Free TV. But I think maybe we're making some progress. I think maybe the original link I gave them was a different link. I don't know. Whatever. There was maybe something weird in the link that they had. But I missed Tony's donation and all the back and forth. And Sherilyn Carsonson's. First of all, thank you, Tony. Tony says, I now have Mac OS X Monterey new update. Now, I don't have a Macintosh, Tony, so I know nothing about this. Mac OS X Monterey? Is that like the new operating system? I don't have a Mac. It was officially released a week ago. I knew nothing about it. Well, I'm glad, Tony, nice. I'm glad that you got it. I know nothing. I hope it's good. It's the current major release of Mac OS. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. Oops, hold on. Update from YouTube. What are they going to say? Uh-oh. Is she going to tell me I'm still not logged in even though I am? What now? I do update my iOS, AJ. I updated a few days ago. I don't know if there's a new one in the last few days. Linda says, I got updated but can't tell if anything has changed. Sarah Joy says, that's the iOS, Mac OS I have now. I literally don't understand. My email address is not authorized on this channel. They say it's showing that your email address is that you're logged into is not the one for this channel, but it is. I'm literally doing a stream on this channel. Oh, nothing is simple, guys. Nothing is simple. Nothing is simple. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. No, Cogito, first of all, Cogito, they shouldn't be confusing my channels because I'm logged in under this channel. Second of all, the email address it's one account. Ugh, that was awful. That was worse than useless. That was worse than useless. I told them, I said, I'm doing a stream right now. How could I be doing a stream right now if I wasn't logged into my channel? Yeah. Polly says, I need to contact my YouTube customer manager, partner, supervisor. It's just unreal. It's just unreal. I owe a thank you, first of all, to Sherilyn Carsonson. Sherilyn says, Lurker Lounge Rent. Thanks, Steve and Awesome Mods. Hey, that's so nice of you, Sherilyn. Thanks to you. and everybody else who's in the Lurker Lounge. I really appreciate your support. Geraldine Karstensen, thank you. Much appreciated, Geraldine. Thank you. Very nice of you. An Arizona Jumper, who says, I didn't know we were supposed to pay lounge rent. Well, you certainly don't have to. Seems a bit much since we supplied the snacks. Here's my payment. Hey, thank you, Arizona Jumper. Also in the lounge. Although I don't know if she's in the Lurkers Lounge right now. Thank you, Arizona Jumper, as well. Arizona Jumper and Geraldine, thank you so much. Very nice of you guys. So the people who asked me about the captions from last night, I'll have to just try contacting YouTube later, because I tried contacting them and it didn't work. What I can also do is I'll just also send feedback. That'll do nothing. Hang on. Oh, I can send a support email, too. I'll send a support email. That's what I'll do. I'm sure it'll do nothing. Let's see here. Help. Email. Oh, I got it. Where's contact us? Contact us. Here it is. Channel. Captions not working. It says case in progress. Now it says there's a case in progress. I guess there's a case in progress now. I just tried to report the issue, and it says case in progress. But the person I was chatting with didn't tell me there was a case in progress. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they'll fix it. Maybe they'll fix it. Sorry for the delay, everyone. AJ says they probably went to the channel. I mean, I literally sent them the link to the video. I don't know why it's so hard. Like, why did they, like, literally, like, she at one point said, I can't even watch your video. But, like, you don't have to be me to watch my video. I sent them the link to the video. Just literally look at the video, and you can see that the captions aren't working. Oh, thank you, Linda Gordon. Hey, thanks, Linda Gordon. She says, Lurkers Lounge rent. Just to be clear, no rent is required. Hey, thank you, Linda Gordon. Thank you, Linda. Much appreciated. Marzel is here. Alibaba sees the day. Where's the chat? What do you mean, where's the chat? I'm confused. The chat from yesterday is posted. Akos C. Roger is here. Akos C. Roger says, greetings to all small YouTubers like me. Someday we will become successful, but not now, but soon. I wish you the best of luck, Akos C. Roger. There's some music playing outside, too. I don't know where that's coming from. Dong Zge Buhisan Vlog is here from the Philippines. Dog Zke Buhisan Vlog is here from the Philippines. It's interesting. Certain nights I feel like we get some viewers in the Philippines. I don't know why this is. Maybe people in the Philippines like live streams. Maybe YouTube once in a while recommends us to the Philippines people in the Philippines. Once in a while. Anyone remember Steph's channel? She watched from a while from the Philippines. Then she gave up. William Walsh says, what are you doing with the money you receive? Well, this is what I do full-time streaming. I have my news channel and this channel. So I am living I'm living with the money I receive. That's what I'm doing with it. I'm living with it. Keeping myself alive, buying things like food, paying for a roof over my head. Sonic says, hi, host. Wendy Lincoln is here. Hey, thanks, Sasha McLean from Canada. Oh, thank you, Sasha. That's very nice of you. Sasha McLean. She says, that's my Lookner loungerette. After I end up moving wherever that is, I'll probably go to visit Canada at some point. Hey, Seize the Day is here. Betsy's Barn is here. I do drink a lot of milk. I got to try to go to the grocery tomorrow. I mentioned to you a friend of mine is having me do a little writing for him as a little side gig. But I got to get the stuff in by Sunday. So today was like there wasn't much news going on, so I was trying to get a bunch of work done on it today. I'm almost done. But it was a busy day, actually. I mean, if there's big news, I'll just go on the air and cover it. But I was trying to take advantage of a slower news afternoon to get a lot done. Sonic says the chat is working on Chromecast with Google TV. Well, I'm watching on my desktop and I can see the chat. I mean, so. Oh, you mean yesterday or today, Sonic? I assume you're talking about this broadcast. T.O.'s Landscaping says, visit Mexico. I'd like to visit Mexico. I've been there one time, not for very long. I can't drink Coca-Cola, unfortunately, though. It doesn't really work with my diet. Pepe the Frog is here. Yeah, Charlie G, I like living in New York City the best. Too expensive for me to move there now, though. No Betsy's Barn, no update yet. Sonic says some people are saying chat isn't working on their TVs. Lisa Remo says chat is not available on TV today. If you're having an issue like that, I would click on send feedback and let YouTube know. My guess is that a bunch of people are having that issue and it's not just this channel. But I would just click on feedback and just, say chat isn't working on my TV. Because maybe they'll see it's actually a widespread issue. Sasha McLean lives on the beautiful island of Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. Lots of ocean, mountains, and valleys. Alexi K is here. Cape Breton Island. It's up here, all the way up here. It's up here. Cape Breton Island. On the Atlantic, in the province of Nova Scotia, population 132,000. Newentown is here. Ugh. Seize the Day. You mentioned that news story last night. You mentioned it last night, Seize the Day. We discussed it, Seize the Day. That's not the kind of story when I say slow news day, I'm clearly talking about news that we would cover on agenda-free TV. That story is clearly not one we would cover on agenda-free TV. Sabrina Twist is here. Says you have to visit Vancouver. I'd love to. I've never visited Vancouver. Linda Belk, thank you for moderating. Sarah Joy, thank you for moderating. AJ, thank you for moderating. Thanks for your kind words, Terry. Lisa Remo says, I watch a YouTuber from Cape Breton Island. Looks like a beautiful place to live. Rom, you're repeating things. You asked me that already, right, Rom? You already asked me that. Am I right? Am I right? Let me make sure. I want to confirm that Rom asked me the same thing twice before I time out Rom. I really think Rom said the same thing twice. I'm trying to find it, though. I don't think I'm misremembering this. Rom, also, you got to be patient. You don't let me get to anything. Wait and see what I get to. Yes, Rom repeated himself. Rom said the same thing twice. Same question twice. You're timed out. Time out. I just hit my timeout button really hard to extra time out Rom. Because Rom literally asked the same thing twice. Vicky, I'm going to time out Vicky. I'm not going to time out Vicky. I hope you're not being a troll. We talked about that twice already. So I deleted your message because I don't know if you're being a troll. But Vicky might have just not seen it before. Zach Kohler is here. Major 101 is here. Glowing Bestos is here. Little Bird says, last night I fell asleep and woke to the Chipotle door banging on your stream about it on my TV. Nice. Lisa Remo says, there's something in the air tonight. Yeah, people are misbehaving in the chat. There is something weird going on. People are misbehaving in the chat. Edward, speaking of misbehaving, Edward Kim is here. Hang on. Just do a quick news check. Oh. Wait, what? Phyllis says her letter came back. Phyllis sent me a letter and the letter came back. She just messaged me. Now, I don't know what address she put, so I'm asking her which address. Also, unfortunately, she doesn't seem to be able to be in the chat again. That's the right one. I sent her the right address. I just double checked it. This one right here. That's the one. There's no typos. That's my P.O. box address, my UPS box address. Rick Hoppy is here. Rick will be here for the next hour. Hello, Rick Hoppy. Oh, I think is Rick teaching tonight? Rick might be doing night teaching. Or he's taking his break. I'm not sure. Major 101 says, it's impossible to get timed out in the Lurkers Lounge. That's why I'm usually there. Thank you, JH. No, I'm not going to be covering that trial. I don't usually cover trials generally on Agenda Free TV. Very Rotund Barry is here. Just what I need to deal with the chat by doing a Kyle Rittenhouse stream. That's just what I want to do. Country Girl is here. John A. and Petey is here. See, Michelle Sark says she would skip that stream. Rick Hoppy says taking a class break. Yeah, Rick teaches art. Rick is a very accomplished cartoonist, an artist, and Rick teaches art, and it's a long class, so they have a break in between the two parts of the class. Brutus is here, sitting next to the wood stove, warming toes. Some people sent me some packages. I was so busy this afternoon. I didn't make it over to the UPS store. I gotta really try to get there tomorrow. I gotta go to the grocery too. I'm running out of milk. I'm running out of milk and bananas and cucumbers. Kate Lynx is here. Bear Gaming Indian Rahul is here. Shaft is here. Shaft says Edward Kim is disappointed. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. Mustard onion pretzel pieces. Those are strong. Beardo Doom. Those are the ones. I forget who sent me those. They were fun to try though. Oh, wait, Arizona Jumper donated again? Oh, I missed it, and I missed Paul W. Hey, Arizona Jumper, thank you so much for the sticker. We read about those stickers last night. If you didn't, I'm not going to repeat everything, but we had a whole segment last night where we read about the stickers with the dog in them, the Shiba in it, the Shiba dog stickers, which look like a fox. So if you go to last night's broadcast, it's called, if you want to see that segment, it's called Chat Doctor Sticker. See, it says Bushiba Super Stickers. We read an article about this last night. So go to last night's broadcast and go to the chapter called Chat Doctor Stickers. Thank you, Arizona Jumper, so much for the Bushiba sticker. And also, Paul W. Hey, thanks, Paul W. I appreciate that. Thanks for your kind words, too. Paul W., thanks for your support. Paul, so nice of you. Oh, Beardo Doom says, my wife sent the pretzel pieces. Who, but tell me who your wife is, remind me, because I'll forget. I'm forgetting. Those were fun. They were like the pretzel, it was like pretzel shards or something. Like the broken up pieces. Miss Health and Beauty TV is here. Hang on a second here. Hey, I started watching a documentary about Killdozer. I found a documentary on YouTube called Tread about Killdozer. That's that incident like 15 years ago where a guy like custom outfitted a bulldozer and started knocking down all these buildings in his town in Granby, Colorado. So thanks for the heads up about that. I didn't even know about that whole story. So I'm watching a documentary about it. Jenny's Books and Vlogs in here. Rick says his class that he teaches is 6 hours long. Known Pleasures is here. Got It Official Vlog. Hey, Got It Official Vlog says, me so host. Me so host. I don't even know what that means. Shaft is here. Sonic, I never watched Fraggle Rock. Leonard Gallimont says, I remember watching the news when the dozer went crazy. Doe of Malibu says there was a guy in Malibu who did it, guy in Cali who did it with a real tank. No, I don't think it's the pretzel shells, Polly. It was some kind of pretzel pieces which had mustard in them. Carrie bought some hippies, I see. Vegan white cheddar puffs with made with chickpeas. Oh, thank you, Tony Del Monte. Tony is posting his ranks on, what is the website? I forget, where he posts his songs. He posts them on YouTube, but he posts it on a different site too. Nice job, Tony. Nice job, Tony. I forget what the site is. Tony can just post in the chat what that site is. You can see Tony's songs on his channel, Reverb Nation, on Tony Del Monte on YouTube. They're all there at Tony Del Monte on YouTube. Thank you, Tony. All right, let's get going here. Tony says it's K-Fan's Mouth Guitar Guy on Reverb Nation. Ugh. What is Edward even posting? What is Edward even posting right now? Does Edward ever behave anymore? It's just amazing. Edward's just randomly posting stuff about Kenosha. Blade 3000 says, can I have a shout out? YouTube channel. Can I have a shout out? YouTube channel. YouTube channel. Let's see here. I have. Blade says have. I have YouTube channel. I have YouTube channel. More songs coming from Tony tomorrow. Ayrton Porto is here. Ayrton Porto. I think the message got deleted, Ayrton, because too many emojis. I think. That's my guess. Ayrton Porto. Okay, so one update is I have still not heard from Cologuard. Now, I have to imagine, because I've not heard from Cologuard, and I sent in my test on Friday, and they received my test on Saturday, and it's now Thursday, I have to imagine they were able to test my poopy. I can't imagine at this point, because last time I sent it in, and then like 2 days or 3 days later, I got a call saying, "Oh, we couldn't test your poopy." I have a hard time believing. I bet the test is done. I bet the test is done. Now nobody's. I don't think I've gotten any information on where to get it. Let me look at something though. Hang on a second here. Who knows? Maybe at some point they had sent me. When is the one? No, that's not it. I thought at some point they said, here is a link. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Ooh. You know what? I think they had sent me a link to sign up to see crap. I'm going to call them up because they had sent me a link like a week, like when they sent me the replacement kit. I think they sent me a link to sign up to get my results online. And I never signed up, never completed the sign up. So I have to call them up now. I'm going to try to call them up now, and I'll mute myself. I'm going to mute myself because I'm going to see if I can. It's possible my result is already in. But I don't know that. I might need to mute myself, guys. All right. I may need to mute myself. Hang on, guys. I'm just going through this. They say they have 24-hour customer service. Okay, so I just talked to them. I just talked to the fine folks at Exact Sciences Laboratory. And they're going to send me another link to sign up to my chart online. Now, what I'm wondering is just if I log into my chart online, will I actually, for all I know, the result's actually sitting there. I don't know if it is. They haven't emailed me and said, oh, your result is ready. But you can receive your result in my chart, but I didn't finish signing up. So it's possible that my result is in from my Cologuard test. This is very interesting, guys. What's going to happen? Right, Miss Heminger said if I hadn't signed up, they might have not sent me the email. No, Sonic, they just never. The link expired to sign up. That's the problem. I didn't sign up soon enough. So they're going to send me another link to sign up. Unknown says I use my chart as well. So I'm just waiting for their link to come through. She said in a couple minutes. Ibby Dibby says I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm not taking Saranya. It's not. It's a Cologuard test. It's not COVID. It's Cologuard. It's to detect colon cancer or polyps, precancerous polyps. Hey, thanks, Breaker says hopefully good results. But the thing is, you can get a positive or you can get a false positive. So if you get a false positive, then you have to get your colonoscopy, which could happen. So West Talk says my cats are pacing. Yeah, Rick Kahabi says it's cool someone was available to talk at this hour. They have somebody available 24 hours, 7 days a week. But they probably do that. I mean, they just want you to send in your test too, because that's how they make their money. So I'm guessing that they want to have somebody there in case somebody decides to do their test at 1 in the morning. They want to have somebody to answer the call. Binary Solo, I'm timing you out. Why? Because first of all, you're breaking the rule about news. Second of all, Binary Solo, that news is so old you could wrap a piece of fish in it. Country Girl, they were helpful. Well, they said they were going to send me another email, but I haven't got it yet. I'm waiting for my new email link. As soon as I get it, we'll sign up. Bryce Haug is here. We'll see Michelle Sparks. Well, Mrs. Heminger, if it's negative, you're supposed to have one every 3 years. So, take another one. But hopefully at some point I can deal with the fasting enough to get a colonoscopy. Cover Me is here. Thank you again, Breaker. I appreciate it. Well, I haven't gotten my email yet. Rosemary Randolph says, I use my chart. Tony's birthday is in 29 days. So we'll see. It's possible my result is in. The thing is, it's dumb because if I was going to do like a separate stream called like I get my result, but if it's in now, we're just going to look at it. No, it shouldn't go to my spam because all of their other emails have not gone to spam. Might have to call them back. I might have to call them back at some point. But she said a couple minutes. Known Pleasure says 15. I'm 50 next year. Jenny Lassiter said, a friend of mine got a Cologuard positive test. Well, get a positive, get a colonoscopy. That's what's got to happen. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Anything yet? Nope, not here. I really should have. I don't know why I didn't sign up for the My Chart 2 weeks ago when they sent me the email. I probably should have just done it then. Super Tom says you need an equalizer to roll out the lows. It's very annoying hearing the table noise, 200 and below. Are people very annoyed? It's funny because if it was so annoying, I haven't heard people saying that. Do people agree with Tom that I need an equalizer because the table noise is so annoying? What table noise is there right now? I don't know why there'd be table noise right now. I'm not touching the table. Mr. Bill, it's not the colonoscopy itself, it's the fasting. I can't do the fasting. Yeah, so it seems, Super Tom, like people don't agree with you. Hands pounding on the table. So how many times do I do that during the stream? Is it really that bad? Is it really that bad? So fine, if I hit the table with my hands, you'll hear some noise. Is it really that bad? Let's see here. No, Anointed Prayers says, what? Their email says they have 24-hour customer service. Sonic says, don't drag me into it. There's music coming from outside. I think it's a car. Definitely a car. Let's see here. On your news clips, you can hear your mouse clicks. What do you want me to do, Rock the Grouch? Get a silent mouse? I like my trackball. It's just a clicking mouse. Who cares? It's really bothering you that you can hear a mouse click on the news stream? Oh. Then go watch another channel. Crave cotton candy. I'm not sure what the sound is. You can hear noise from the table when I type, but what can I do? In this room, I'm keeping the mic on the table in this room. I don't have room to. I don't want an arm on my desk, and I don't have room to put a mic stand next to my desk. It's different in the studio. Yeah, Polly says you should stop the annoying breathing on stream. I've been meaning to say it. Super Tom says your mic picks up all the table noise. Shock mount. I don't want an arm on this table. I just said that, Super Tom. You're not listening again. Once again, you're not listening. You didn't have to time him out, though, AJ. I know what you're doing. AJ, I think he was just trying to make it a suggestion. But I understand what you're saying. It was a bit rude. It's right on the edge, AJ. But thank you, AJ, Sarah Joy, and Linda Belk are all moderating. Okay, now, I never got an email from them. Nothing. She said a couple minutes, you'll get your email. I got nothing. Gonna have to call them back. Sounded like it was in the U.S. to me. I can't be sure. It sounded like it was in the U.S. She confirmed my email address. If it doesn't come in a few minutes, I'll call again. I don't know what to do. I mean, she literally confirmed my email address. She said, oh, that's easy. We can send that to you. It'll take a couple minutes. Right, Sonic says it went to the YouTube account I'm not signed into. But again, I could have the result. If I have the result, I want to be able to get it while you guys are with me. Josie is here, or Josie. I thought it was two O's. I thought it was Joosie, Josie, but it's Josie. I checked my spam. It's not in my spam. Ugh. It should have been here by now. Should have been here by now. If I call back, they're going to say, you're the guy who we couldn't test your poop because you sent us too much. Nothing. I don't have a text message. I don't have an email. Callie Voltaire says, where'd you not have the email? They said they were sending it to me. She said she was sending it to me. I'm going to have to call her again. Griffin is here. Charlie and Zoe, I didn't send that much. This has been discussed. Just for whatever reason, it was too much for them. I guess they want a small amount. So I sent a much smaller amount this time. Callie Voltaire says, as soon as you call them, you will have the email. She said a couple minutes. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean, a couple minutes. It's Hortinha daligia. We'll talk about something else, and then I'll call them in a few minutes if it doesn't get here. Manic Miner says, give it 15. Okay. So we're waiting to see if they'll send me my email from Cologuard so I can log into my chart and see if the result is there. Next up, I have a good update on my battery situation with my car fobs. There's a whole chapter on this last night called Car Fobs, which you can watch. So I have these car fobs that unlock your car and lock your car and open your trunk and stuff. And one of the two I have was the battery was clearly going. And as I explained last night, I was like, I got to go take it to the dealer and have the dealer fix the car fobs, which is what I had last time when they run out of power. And that's what I did like 4 years ago, I think. 3 or 4 years ago, that's what I did. And then, so I was like, I got to go to the dealer now. And then, for some reason, it just occurred to me, oh, wait a second. I'll just watch on YouTube and see if anybody has posted how to do this. And I found a video on YouTube how to do it, and it took the guy 20 seconds to do it. You just open up the car fob, and you replace the battery, and it's a very standard battery. So I told you last night I had gotten some batteries. Now the battery it takes officially is a CR2025, one of these. Very standard, like watch or small electronics battery. But the person, a couple people online said you actually can use a CR2032, which is just thicker. Where's the Duracell one? So I had my Duracell battery coupon, and I actually ended up using it on these. I got a 4-pack of these with bitter coating, so kids don't eat them. So I got a 4-pack of these. And so what I told you is, last night I was going to put it in I was going to replace the battery in my car fob and see if it worked. Well, in about 15 seconds, I replaced the battery, and you know what? It worked. It worked. The 2032 worked. 2032 is thicker than 2025, so it should last longer. But I swear, I paid the dealer to do this 3 years ago. The dealer never said to me, oh, that's very easy to just do yourself, which they should have said. So if you have a car fob and it stops working because the battery runs out, go online and see if there's a video about it, and you can replace it yourself. So it cost me nothing to replace it. I was going to drive all the way to the dealer and do it. Oh, what a mess. Sonic says, I'm kind of shocked it worked. I would think the thickness profile would have been a limiter. Sonic, I saw a guy, there was like a website from like an auto parts company or something, or like an auto repair shop, and they said, oh, we use the 2032 in this model. So there were multiple people online who had said that they had tried the 2032 and it worked. It worked. So I don't remember how much the dealer was, but it wasn't insignificant. If it was like $50, it might have been more, but it wasn't insignificant what the dealer charged. I don't think. Who knows? This was years ago, so I don't remember. But I remember it not being like $5. Oh yeah, the dealer charged me. Then the dealer put in these Maxell batteries, which I'm sure were crap. Maxell. Carlos Rosa says, I bet the battery will last longer than you have the car. It's possible that the new battery will last longer than the car. Cheryl Busman says, my son is a mechanic and he hates YouTube sites. Josie said, I paid $500? Well, I can't imagine you paid $500 to have to replace a battery. Doe of Malibu says, always check YouTube first to fix anything. It's true. Just at least get an idea of what's going on with it. But that's all I did. It was so fast. I just Googled it. I found a video right away on YouTube. It was just a dude explaining how to do it. I found two of them, just two guys just showing you how to do it. Very easy. Yeah, I remember Maxell cassette tapes too, Brutus. So that happened. I still have no email from Exact Sciences yet. No Cologuard email yet. It's so exciting. I was like, it also saves me all future anxiety. Ever since my clicker ran out of battery that one time and I had to get it fixed at the dealer, I was always worried about how long is it going to last, my car clicker. How long is it going to last? Now I know I can just get more. I have more batteries here. I just don't have to worry about it. Don't have to worry about it. Don't have to worry. Known Pledgers says YouTube is freaking amazing for everything, for anything. Dino Nuggies is here. We'll see how Dino is. K Bati is here. Beard O Doom says, my dad worked for a dealership, told me it's all overpriced scam to keep you coming back with all terrible warranty infraction. Do it yourself is best. I had a mechanic tell me, because I used to, before my car got super old, I would take it to the dealer and just get it serviced there. And I had a mechanic tell me, he said, your car is in really good condition. So I took it to him because my car was getting old and the dealer wanted to do a bunch of stuff to it. And he said, look, the dealer you're going to, they've been keeping it in good condition, but they're trying to keep it like in new condition, and you don't need that. You just need your car to work. So that's what he said. He said to me, it's not that the dealer has been doing bad things to your car. He said, but at a certain point, your car is old enough that you maybe don't need to be keeping it in like perfectly new condition and do all these things they're telling you. You just want it to be safe and run. So he said, like, this thing you're saying, you don't have to do that. It's not going to be unsafe or anything. But so what he didn't say, oh, like, they're just doing, like, useless stuff to the car. What he said is, they're doing the stuff to the car, and it's like keeping it nice. It's keeping it at this level that it's an old car. You might not have it for that long, So that was an interesting way of explaining it to me. Yeah, David Oliva says, the clicker itself could go, that's true, but at least the battery works. Canwell says, I have a 12-year-old Honda and I asked for a replacement fob and the dealer was going to charge $325. I'm going to try this. Oh, well, first of all, try replacing the battery. Also, there's, with key fobs, there's like ways you can reset them, and it depends on your fob and your card. But look on YouTube. Just go look on YouTube. I literally found the videos with the exact fob I had. It's like an older model fob. Super Tom is apologizing. Thank you, Super Tom. Apology accepted. Super Tom, it wasn't the suggestion, it was the way it was stated. It was like categorically stated that like you're doing this wrong and there's too much noise on your stream. I think what you meant was something like, if you want to get rid of this noise, do this. That's a different way of saying it. The treatment from the mods is unacceptable. Super Tom, I think what happened is when on your last post, the mods saw that as like, I think they might have misinterpreted your post. And I understand why the mods might have thought that. But you gotta be, it's like, it's not just what you say, it's the way you say it. Yeah, just chill. As Linda says, just chill. We're all just hanging out here. We're just hanging out. See, you're still doing it. Who wants to hear your hand on the desk? You're still doing it. I literally asked the chat. You saw me, Super Tom. I said, does anyone have complaints? Is this really bothering anyone? And no one said it was. And you're still at it. You're still at it. See? You're blaming the mods and you're still complaining? Just let it go. David Oliva says they have key fob machines at hardware stores where you can replicate the fob or clickers. Wow. Worked for my building. I'm looking this up. Key fob copy? Look at this. Is this even legal? Key card ninja. Are these things legal? Your key fob copy and cloning. Callie Voltaire says, I think Los is the key machine. You mean like a key fob machine? Marzell likes hearing when the hand taps on the desk. Canwell says, I just ripped open the fob and found the battery. Thank you. Now, again, I would recommend anyone with a fob who wants to see about the battery replacement, go to YouTube, because my fob might be very different than your fob, and see if there's anybody. I can't guarantee it'll work for every fob. I'm just saying for my fob, it was very easy to do, and there were multiple videos of people doing it. Flamingo J is here. Super Tom, I'm timing you out. Next time I'm hiding you because you're not stopping. So I will take care of it, Super Tom. I'm not going to let the mods get to it. I just timed you out, Super Tom. One more time, you're out. It's you just won't let it go, and you're still being rude, and you're lecturing, and it's just ridiculous. So You've had 5 different chances. I still have no email. Should I call Cologuard again? I'm going to call Cologuard again, guys. I'm going to call them again. I'm going to do it. I'm calling Cologuard again. So I'll probably have to mute myself. I mean, they didn't send me anything. Hang on, folks. All right, I'm about to talk to them. I'm going to mute myself. Oh, I just got it. I just got one. Sign up info for my chart. Okay, great. Wonderful. Okay. Okay, great. Thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it. That's it. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, I wasn't even muted. I wasn't muted. There you go. There was no. I wasn't muted. There was nothing going on. I wasn't saying anything, but I wasn't muted. How about that? I wasn't muted. Anyways. All I was saying was thank you. I just realized that. Right now. Well, anyways, that's why I got up and went into the other room. It's okay. I did both things. I went up. I got up, went to the other room. When I came back, by the time I came back once anything sensitive might have been said. So I sat down and I thought I was still muted, but by the time I sat down, there was nothing else that sensitive that was going to be said. So, anyways, but I was doing this. Okay, anyways, so there you go. Okay, so what she told me was, let's see. She told me was that she sent me the link. So I have the link, okay? I have the link. But she said, well, once your result is ready, you'll be able to view it, which suggested to me that it's not there. And she said, since we got your kit on the 30th, you should have your result by the 14th. Now, what I can do, though, right now is I'll at least sign in and just make sure there's no result there. So I'm going to sign in here. Hang on a second here. Is it signing me up? Okay. Okay. I am logged into my chart. You have, guys, here's your update. Here's our update. Here is the My Chart update. Here is the My Chart update. Are you ready? Hang on. Here is the big My Chart update. It's right here. You have no test results to display. Wah, wah. No test results to display. No test results. Hey, Sean TV is here. Good to see you, Sean TV. So what happened is I was checking in about my Cologuard test. And I finally got access to my online chart, but the test result is not in yet. Also, I made a call and I thought I was muted, but I was not. But I walked away for most of the call. I wonder what you get. Could you hear? I'm interested. What did the mic pick up? What did the mic pick up when I walked away? How much of that was picked up? Let's see. I got to go to when I walked away. I'm listening right now. Okay, I hear that part. Hi, David is Stephen Lookner. Oh, okay. Wow, the mic really works well. The mic works well. I'm glad I didn't give my social security number or something. Yeah, there was no kind of like driver's license or social security number given. You know, it's interesting though. It's good to this mic is a directional mic. It's a directional mic, and so it should be picking up what's coming this way. I was like all the way in the other room. It's good to know. No, there was nothing really. I mean, all the call was me saying, hey, I haven't gotten my result. But it's very interesting that it's actually good to know. It's really good to know. And I wasn't talking loudly either. It's like amazing it picked it up so well. It's amazing it picked it up so well. It's good to know. Very good to know. Mrs. Heminger, if I read the results on the air, I know it could be positive or negative. I'm fully aware of that. This is a Blue Yeti mic. Blue Yeti. But it's really interesting that it picked that up. Like, I don't even know. It's weird. Like, I don't even know if somebody was sitting here and I was in the other room, if they could have heard me talk at the volume I was talking at. Really interesting. It's really good to know. Now I know. It's also a good lesson to like be extra careful with the muting. I mean, on that call, I wasn't saying anything super personal, but there might be another one which I did. Anyways. Hey, Lynn Downey is here. So, what was I going to say? I bet the chat was funny when that was happening. Kathy Moran says, even on cell phones, the mic picks up all sorts of things, so that's why you see ads for things mentioned in conversation but hadn't actually searched for online. Flamingo J says, if it isn't on my chart yet, doctor hasn't reviewed and or signed off on results. I've heard things about how like the doctor might get sent it before you do, but they also post it online, so I don't know how exactly they do it there. I mean, I know they send it to the doctor, but they also post it. So, okay, so we're back. That was exciting. Well, at least now I can see the results when they come in. She said, I mean, they say officially it's supposed to take 2 weeks or less. But the 14th would be 10 days from now. Yeah, no, I know the mic has a mute button. I don't know what the first time I called them, I muted myself. Like literally what I did is I hit something else and thought I hit the mute button. It's just stupidity. And I didn't double check. It was just stupid. Mantronic says, every time you are on hold or waiting in a phone queue, you are still being recorded. Mute the mic until someone comes on. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. One of our viewers, Tara, wrote to me on Twitter saying she was really annoyed with the negative and political stuff on the news stream, on the election stream. Me too. Oh, thank you, Branya Morgan, for the banana sticker. Thank you, Branya Morgan, for the banana sticker. I appreciate that. No, I didn't see any messages on my chart. I posted about this today. I thought this was interesting. Peloton, Peloton, they make like exercise bikes. Their stock was down 30% today in after hours trading because they announced like worse financial results this quarter. But a lot of people like bought Pelotons during the pandemic, but their stock is down 30% in after hours trading. Branya says, your streams always relax me before bed. Excellent. People like falling asleep to these streams. Erica, the pharmacist, is here. Hello, Erica. Mrs. Heminger, please do not repeat comments. You said that. You said it once. It's over. We've moved on, Mrs. Heminger. Don't keep repeating the same thing. You're nudging. It's the word my parents used to word, a nudge. Sonic said, I think they had a big recall and lost a lot of money. Well, in the articles, they might have had a recall, Sonic. Oh, no, they did have a recall. At some point, they had a recall. I remember that. But in the articles I read today, the reason it wasn't the recall that was cited. It was like lower demand for their bikes and also just not as good, not as good profit numbers, not as good profit margins, and lower demand, and just overall projected revenue less for coming quarters. Now, April Coco loves Peloton. April Coco says, I love Peloton, finally get me started exercising. So, yeah, a lot of people really like it. I mean, a lot of people use it. But I think also people might have gone crazy on the stock. This doesn't mean it's not like a good bike and people don't enjoy it. But what it means is that people had thought that the company was worth X and now they think it's worth Y. Hedge Enemies is going to check for Peloton at Goodwill now? Cover Me says, how many can you sell of those? And also, they make money off their service. They make a lot of money off the subscription service. But it's just the overall projections got lowered from what they were projected to be earlier. Oh, thank you, Canwell. Thanks, Canwell. I appreciate that. Callie Voltaire thinks their stock will go up again once January hits. I just think there's a lot of stocks that are a lot of money. There's a lot of money being poured into various stocks and investments, and people looking for a huge profit, and people thinking everything will be the next new big tech stock. And a lot of times it doesn't actually pan out. Zillow, that's another company that's gone way down like in the last year. Zillow. You know, the real estate site. Zillow earlier this year in February was at around 200. Now it's at 68. Sean recommends Bitcoin. I stay out of the recommending business. Why'd it go down? Well, I don't know the whole reason, but lately it went down because they said they were abandoning their player. They had this big plan to flip houses, and they stopped doing that. Sonic says Zillow is laying off in Seattle and Phoenix. They bought a lot of houses. They had this whole plan to buy houses and then resell them and make money. But it turns out they were losing money on it, and they said they're going to stop doing it. April Coco says there are a lot of companies trying to copy Peloton, not sure if they will succeed. Epan says, look at Chegg. Has this show turned into, what's it called? The James Cramer? Mad Money? Two days ago, Chegg stock collapses as more students give up school and head to work. Chegg stocks lost nearly half their value. Students who focused on education in the pandemic are heading back to an increasingly lucrative job market. This is from Barron's Advisor. I don't even know what Chegg does. Doesn't even say what Chegg does. It's an education technology company providing digital and physical textbook rentals, textbook solutions, online tutoring, and other student services. That's from Wikipedia. Yeah, John A. and PD, the stuff I read today about Zillow recently just talked about the big announcement about not flipping houses anymore. But I don't know all the specifics. Callie Voltaire says Zillow is unloading real properties they bought. Meet Kevin. Breaker, thanks for shouting out the mods. I was reading some article on Zillow, and it was just talking about how they had bought all these houses, and then on average they were just selling them at like a 6% loss. So they spent all this money buying houses, thinking they could profit on buying them. And then on average they were losing money. They were selling the houses for less than they paid for them. Polly says, I hope the Zillow decision helps me find more reasonable house now. I wonder, it's something I don't know, and I'm sure people, you'd have to really research this to really know. But, I was looking around, when I've been sort of looking around and thinking, considering moving to Los Angeles as one of the places. When I go online to places like Zillow and I look in Los Angeles, what I realize is, and I was looking at Airbnb too, is a lot of a place I might be interested in is something like a guest house. Because it's its own place, but it's smaller. But there's very few guest houses on for rent that I see, but there's a ton on Airbnb. And so I just wonder, I don't know to what degree Airbnb contributes to the housing shortage in Los Angeles, or anywhere for that matter. But there's a lot of places in LA that are the kind of places I would normally look at, which are not available because they're on Airbnb. And not just on Beverly Hills, everywhere. And I've used Airbnb before, and so I've enjoyed using it in different places. But, Mrs. Heminger says, don't think Airbnb has nothing to do with it. Sean says he's been doing a lot of the Airbnb on the East Coast since I have been here. Oh, I didn't realize you were on the East Coast right now, Sean. MSU Kiwi says, same here in New Zealand, we Airbnb. Sean, my lease is up, but I'm on a month-to-month lease, and I'm considering either Boston or Los Angeles. I want to move somewhere where I know people. But if I moved to Boston, it wouldn't be till April. Callie Voltaire says, cities in SoCal are trying to regulate Airbnb much more. April Coco says, Dogecoin has stayed stable around 25 to 30 cents. Miss rocket to the moon days. There must be articles about this. I'm trying to find articles about the impact of Airbnb on the housing supply. It's kind of hard. Let's see. I mean, here's like a local article from like this summer. Vacation rentals are exacerbating the housing crisis on the Oregon coast, from Oregon Public Broadcasting. Anyways, I don't know to what degree it contributes. Sean says Airbnb is really only a platform and problem in tourist areas because that's the only place that are profitable. The thing is, Sean, I mean, again, I don't know. I don't know to what degree. Maybe it's just a small chunk of supply. All I can tell you is when I look in LA, not just in touristy areas, but all over the place, there's a bunch of places like on Airbnb that I don't see in the rentals, specifically like the guest house thing. But it might just be a small percentage of the housing. I don't know to what the percentages are. Joe of Malibu says Malibu is trying to get rid of short-term rentals. MGD says, I just got a no Airbnb clause added to my lease. I think in this building they don't allow it. In my building in Atlanta, they didn't allow it, but I had a neighbor who was clearly doing it. Because he was always walking people from his apartment with suitcases. Now, they never bothered me. And the times I met him, he was a nice guy. But it was just clear to me that was going on. All the time. Yes, Airbnb is short term. It's short term rentals. Yeah, as John AMPD says, there are, and some other people say, there are some towns with regulations on this. Right. No, as Sean TV says, you can do it long term. It's up to the owner. Right. It tends to be more short term, but yeah, you could do it for longer term. There's no I don't believe there's a restriction on that. Right. And I actually thought about I looked up someplace and I said if there's an Airbnb that I think would be a good rental, I thought about the idea of just emailing the host and saying, hey, what about letting me live into it for a year, but it wasn't, I didn't really get into it, but you could do that. You could always ask. Canwell. I don't know what's going on with that, Canwell. That's weird. Canwell, I would thank you for trying, first of all, Canwell. Thank you for trying. Second of all, you might want to send feedback to YouTube on this, because I don't control that. Also, you might want to try, if you're on a phone, try it on an iPad, or if you're on a desktop, try a different browser, or if you're on a phone, try it on a laptop. Maybe change the device, perhaps. I appreciate you trying, though, Canwell. It's very nice of you. Sarah Joy says, try typing a lot. Kim Hayes is here. Kim says where she is, the Airbnbs are keeping the number of long-term rental homes low and driving up prices, but we are a resort ski village. Kim also says, we rented an Airbnb during the pandemic for a year and a half, and then we're able to buy it. Canwell says, I am on a laptop. Try Sarah Joy's suggestion. You could also try on your phone if you have a phone that can. But anyways, I'm sorry it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, please though let YouTube know, because that's not good. I have no control over that. Sean is renting a beach house for a few weeks in Maine. It's stupid cheap because it's off season. No, Apocalypse, she does not have to try that. Oh, Arizona Jumper had a suggestion for Canwell too. Price is just too high in LA. Oh. Sean said he sent me a lightning tip. Sean, I think I have to open up the app to see it. It's weird. It's like it's like not sending me notifications. Oh my gosh. Sean just made a very generous donation. That's very kind of you, Sean. Wow. Very nice of Sean. I assume Sean wants the amount private, so I'll keep it private. Let me know if that's not true, Sean. But that's very nice of Sean TV. Thank you, Sean. It's very kind of you. I need to figure out how to, it's weird, it doesn't pop up on my phone. Now I can see it because I went into the app. Thank you, Sean. Now I can see it because I went into the app. I have this app called Strike. But I wonder if it's in my notification settings. It seems like you shouldn't have to have somebody tell you they sent you something. Oh, my notifications were off. Sean, I take it back. I'm turning the notifications on in Stripe. I just turned them back on. I don't know why they were off. I just turned it on my phone. So I owe a big thank you to Sean. That was very nice of Sean. Sean TV. Thank you, Sean TV. Very nice of you. Very nice of Sean TV. That's really nice of Sean. Sean is at a beach house in Maine. Sean, you should take. Oh, Sean. Sean, you should take a picture. Take a picture of the beach. Can you take a picture of the beach and send it to me on Twitter, and then I can show people what the view is at your beach house in Maine. Oh, Sean just sent me something else. I just got a notification. Very funny. So Sean, it worked. It worked. You can send any amount. So as a test, Sean sent me 1 cent, and it worked. Thank you, Sean. It worked. It came up on my phone. Sean says it's dark now. In the future, Sean, if you want to take a picture, I can show it to. But that sounds nice. Beach house in Maine. Carlos says, all things being equal, Boston, LA. Well, as I said last night, if the LA rent were cheap, I'd probably move there. Probably, I'm not sure. Also, I mean, if Boston weather was nice, if Boston had LA weather, I might move to Boston. So there's positives and negatives about both things. Oh, Sean's going to send a pic. Okay. Alex says, I bet it's nice in Maine, especially this time of year with the fall colors. Polly says the PayPal fee on 1 cent is insane. So with this app Strike, you don't pay a fee to send it. See, the Strike app is the one, like we talked about this like a month ago. There's Twitter tips. I think anyone can set up tips on their Twitter account. They're supposed to roll it out to everyone. So you can set up tips and people can send you tips on Twitter. And they use this platform called Strike such that there's no commission. Twitter is not taking a commission on the tip. So like if you send somebody $1 tip on Twitter, like they get the full $1. That's my understanding. If you use Strike at least. So, which is good because it's some of the services is not like that. Sean says, what about crowdfunding an epic place to stream from for a year? It's an interesting idea, Sean. I think, I definitely want to live overseas at some point. The thing is, though, I really want in the next year, I really want to be somewhere where I really know people well. And LA is where a lot of my friends are, and Boston is where my family and some of my friends are. So I really wanted to do that. Jeff says, how does Strike make money? Sean knows way more about this than me, but I believe they're trying to get customers to join Strike. So maybe they'll make money if everybody starts using Strike. Linda Belk says, sounds lovely, but very cold in Maine right now. I stayed in a beach house in Maine near Harpswell Inn. It was lovely. Barb Flower says, I frequently visit York, Maine. Love it. I would like at some point, though, to live in another country. So maybe one day I'll do it. But next place I think it'd be best if I was somewhere I knew people well. Mr. Bill says, come to Canada. Look how far your dollar would go. At some point, I do want to go check out Canada. Maybe stay for a couple months. Sean says, Strike has private investors right now. They are focused on capturing market share for Lightning and Bitcoin transactions for remittance. They just want to get market share. Yes, Strike, you can... I forget, again, Sean is the expert on this. But yeah, you can pay somebody and you can use crypto to pay through Strike. Basically, you can use Strike to pay somebody in crypto. And it's not, there's no transaction fee. Sean says Strike is focused on putting Western Union out of business. They are helping El Salvador adopt Bitcoin as a currency competing with the US dollar. Yeah, Linda Gordon, the big drawback to Boston is the weather. That is the big one. Ziggy says the big rig chase lasted 12 hours. You might want to stick to Boston. I think that Chris Lund told me that big rig chase got over hours after we got off the air. Maybe remember last night around 11:30, like a half hour before we got off the air, some of us started watching this big rig chase. Somebody stole a big rig in LA. You were actually talking about how sometimes you get invested in these chases and then the helicopter has to leave. That actually happened last night. There was fog, I guess, and the helicopters couldn't keep following the chase. So some people watched that chase for 2 hours or maybe even more, and then they couldn't see the end of it. But I think it took hours to end. Sarah Joy says it didn't end until around 9 a.m. this morning. Oh, that late. West Hawk says big rig chase was crazy. John A. got a flannel sheet set. Probably good for the winter, John A. I use microfiber sheets. "8:35 a.m. Here's an article about it. Wild Southland pursuit with stolen big rig turns into standoff. Oh, it turned into a standoff. In Santa Ana, 22-year-old Brian Santana of LA arrested. Windy City Bobby said stringers were there. A nearly 13-hour ordeal finally came to an end. There was a 6-hour standoff on the freeway. A 6-hour standoff. 6 hours. It just sat there. Unbelievable. A commuter was stuck since 2:30 in the morning? Unbelievable. The trailer was empty. The exact circumstances of the theft were unknown, as well as how Santana knew how to drive the 18-wheeler. He has been booked for felony evading and stealing a vehicle. Kathy says they were only going a few miles an hour once the tires were blown out. I was watching it up until the helicopter stopped covering it. That article was, again, from CBS 2 KCAL 9. Arizona Jumper said YouTubers showed coverage till the end up close from side of highway. I think that's what Bobby was talking about with stringers there. So you're saying that you could see the truck. That's interesting. Once it was stopped. Strange says I watched till 8:30. Okay. So people got to watch the standoff. But I don't think that it wasn't the networks. It was probably like individual YouTubers, right? Because I don't think like the news networks had their streams going still. Arizona Jumper said close-up of truck and driver. Kathy says, I woke up at 4 a.m. It was still on when I left to work. You see him in the truck. Manic Miner says there were at least 2 stringer live streams. Individual YouTubers, says Sarah Joy. Interesting. Jeff says there were a few streamers on live streams chasing the action. At one point I saw one stream, which was somebody I think was behind the truck driving after it. I hadn't thought about looking for the other streams, though. It's good to keep in mind about the stringers. Oh, I owe a thank you. Hold on. I missed Canwell's donation. Hey, Canwell, it worked. It worked, Canwell. Thank you, Canwell. I appreciate that, Canwell. And also Westhawk. Thanks for the How's It Going sticker, Westhawk. So thank you, Canwell and Westhawk. Thank you. I hope they're still around. I missed it when they did it before. Kathy Moran says Smoke and Scan and Alan Alphabet were streaming it. What's a stringer? A stringer is somebody who like is I think an independent videographer who like sells stuff to news channels. Here's a definition in Google. A newspaper correspondent not on the regular staff of a newspaper, especially one retained on a part-time basis to report on events in a particular place. It can be a TV channel too. A stringer is a freelance journalist, says Wikipedia, photographer, videographer who contributes reports, photos, or videos to a news organization on an ongoing basis, but is paid individually for each piece of published or broadcast work. Right, as Manic Miners, sometimes there's stringers who post their own stuff, and some of these channels on YouTube, they'll take somebody else's feed and they'll rebroadcast it on their own channel, which can get you a copyright strike if the original person finds out and doesn't want you to be doing it. Strange says ice cold audit was driving right next to the truck as it went down the road for a bit. Dallas Alice says, I watch a few stringers on TikTok. That's how I ended up finding you during the Surfside condo collapse. Interesting. Were there people stealing my broadcast on TikTok? Is that what was happening? They don't sound like stringers. Sean says, didn't baseball used to have stringers? I'm sure all kinds of things have stringers. I wouldn't be surprised if they still have it in sports. I'm not sure. It depends on the news organization, what they need. Manic Miner says, Stringers Live is a good site for lots of different stringers. Stringers Live. Look, I've never seen the site. Stringers Live. But are they just... It looks like Stringer Live is literally what they do is they just put up feeds on their... They embed YouTube feeds on their page from other people. They're just embedding it, it looks like. Arizona Jumper said, oh, Dallas House says I was mentioning the comments of one of them videos. Arizona Jumper said stringers were going crazy because they had to go pee after being there for so many hours. Manic Miner says Stringers Live also has their own feeds. Oh, yeah. So it looks like they show different... I'm looking at Stringers Live right now. They're showing somebody... Oh, no, it's just like it's like a replay. It's not live right now. Manic Miner says Stringers got together and made the Stringers Live site. They each stream live to it when they are out and about. I see. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So it's like somebody who's in a particular area who, you know, like Fire Photo Girl, who I follow on Twitter, I think is a stringer. Because what she'll do is when there's like a fire anywhere remotely near her area, she'll go out and she'll shoot video and photos, and like she'll sometimes sell the video to news channels. So she doesn't work for an individual news channel, but I think they know that she'll get them footage and they'll pay for it. Windy City Bobby says Netflix has a show on stringers. I'll have to check out Stringers Live more, Manic Miner. Sari likes on-scene TV. There is a reality show called Shot in the Dark on Netflix, which was made in 2017. Following stringers in Los Angeles, California. That's interesting. That looks interesting. Shot in the Dark on Netflix. Did anybody watch that? Justin Haranis likes Stringer Live. Stringers Live. Google users, it says 94% of people liked the show Shot in the Dark. Decider said Shot in the Dark is a thrilling look into the sleazy world of photojournalism. I'll have to check it out. Shot in the Dark on Netflix. I'll have to check out an episode of it. I'm going to add it to my list right now. Thanks, Manic Miner, for recommending the Stringers Live site, too. Shot in the Dark. Shot in the Dark. I found it. I found it on Netflix. 3 rival freelance stringers scoured the streets at night to film crime scenes, fires, accidents, and anything else they can sell to news outlets. There you go. Fanzansky says Shot in the Dark is very good. But I can't rebroadcast any of the Stringer stuff. They own that stuff, and they're selling it like that's their livelihood. So not only I can't rebroadcast, I wouldn't want to, because that's what they're selling. It's their stuff. But it can be a good way to just find out information about what's going on. Sean says like paparazzi. Yes. Although I think the term paparazzi is used as it's more about like celebrity photography. I mean, it's the same kind of business model. But I guess, the idea would be like, say there's some fire somewhere. Maybe the news channel can't get a van over there, but there's some individual who says, I'm going to take my camera, go over, and I'm going to film the fire, and then I'll call the news channels and say, hey, you want footage of this fire that you're going to report about? Well, buy it from me, and then they buy the footage from them. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I will check out Shot in the Dark. Oh, Stan. Okay, Stan sent me. This is all right. As an example. Thank you, Stan. As an example of stuff that stringers do, and that was what was going on last night. Okay, so just to give you an example here, hold on. So Stan told me that Ice Cold Audit, who I guess is a stringer, was out there in the car shooting that video of, there's a video of the truck last night. It also seemed I don't know if the police like the stringers having their cars that close to the chase. Thank you, Stan. Stan said that was from Ice Cold Audit. You can go to Stan's Twitter if you want to watch the video. Or go, I don't know where you can find the Ice Cold Audit original video. You can find that too. Manic Miner says the police hate it. There were at least 3 stringers racing ahead of that chase. Why is the cab light on in the truck, says Sean. I don't know. I wasn't really watching last night, so I don't know what the whole story was with all of that. Kathy says, I think Ice Cold Audit was one of the last ones to sign off when the police made the move. Callie Voltaire said police did not like the stringers too close to the scene. Kangaroo Island TV Stan says Ice Cold Audit is on YouTube. Oh, there you go. Ice Cold Audit on YouTube. See? Chase 1, Chase 2, past live streams. Not even that many videos on the channel. Well, let me see. There might be a bunch of videos on the channel. There you go. About 3 weeks worth. Strange says PMTV were there for the end. It is interesting. I hadn't thought of like for something like that looking for what the stringers were showing. It's actually a good thing to keep in mind. Manic Miner says they're all on YouTube. Strange says there were like 10 of them. By the way, thanks Sarah Joy, Linda Belk, and AJ for moderating. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, mods. Manic Miner says Loud Labs is another. Loud Labs. Yeah, so it's like they have a lot of subscribers. Stringers Live. Police SUV takes out man test riding. Here, I'll just show you the videos here. Vehicle found crashed, liquor store homicide, pursuit suspect standoff. You know, this is stuff they could sell to, probably a lot of it they sell to news channels. Tammy Lance says, Wow Media is in Bakersfield. They are streaming right now. Yeah, Stan sent me... Yeah, I mean, the stringers were like... The person Stan sent me was like literally riding right next to the truck. Cold Fox says Loud Labs News has live feeds all over the country. Yeah, so Loud Labs News, if you go to LLN Live, I guess they show different feeds on their page, maybe? I'm not sure. LLN Live. These aren't live right now, but some past videos. Tammy said, I thought the stringers were going to get in an accident. Interesting. 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 Something to keep in mind. Well, especially like, I mean, it's got to be the right event. Manic Miner says they love a chase. I'll have to check out Shot in the Dark. Loud Labs is one of the stringer companies featured on Shot in the Dark. They compete to get the shot that tells to the news. Appreciate Westhawk tuning in. Munica is here. Sherry Wilson is here. Okay, let's see here. So I do appreciate the heads up about stringers. That's a good thing to keep in mind. Oh, I wanted to update you about something else. Windy City Bobby says, someone asked to cover the story when the helicopters can't. I want to update you on something else. Tammy says, I watch a YouTuber who's very good. He covers a lot of true crime. He shows clips from TV shows. How does he use their footage? Look, sometimes people do it. They just do it, and they don't ask. The problem, if you use clips, you're not... Look, one problem is if you use clips that you're not allowed to use. If the person whose clip it is, if they find out and they complain, you will get strikes on your channel. You can eventually get your channel shut down. So I just avoid it. I also avoid it because you're not supposed to, and it's illegal and all of that stuff. But different people do different things. I would rather not do it because it's not legal and it's not my stuff, and I don't want to get the channel shut down. But I in terms of using just a little clip of something or whatever, I don't know. I'm not going to start testing the different ways and what'll work and not work. But there's stuff like YouTubers will do commentary stuff where they show some of somebody else's YouTube video, right? So I believe you can do that if you're like commenting on it, you don't show too much. But I don't know if they ask the people they use or not. Maybe they ask. Maybe the bigger YouTubers who do it ask and get it cleared beforehand. I don't know if they do. Apocalypse says the show Live PD left a big void. I wouldn't be surprised if that comes back. I mean, it was only canceled because of the George Floyd aftermath. I wouldn't be surprised if it came back. It's a very popular show. See, look, this is from 2 months ago. Former Live PD host said he desperately wants to see show return. And he canceled the show in June in the wake of nationwide protests against the police brutality and George Floyd's murder by a former Minneapolis cop. I would not at all be surprised to see it come back. There is money to be made. Oh, there was also a thing where there was an incident between a police officer and a citizen that ended in the citizen dying, and then part of that was captured by a Live PD camera. Anyways, I thought Live PD was an interesting show. Sean says, will we be violating some cubic shapes tonight? I'm not sure what that means, Sean. Ziggy says, I know someone had a fake report and it was shut down for 3 months. I get it. Yeah, I mean, it's like as soon as you start using other people's stuff, again, I just don't want to. But even if you wanted to, as soon as you do, then you are taking the risk that the person will file a copyright claim. And then, maybe it's something even if it's fair, even if you use a clip and you think you're entitled to use it because you used 5 seconds of it, do you really want to deal with all of the back and forth? Somebody might sue you or something if it's a big company or something. So Sean says he's not asking a question. Oh, there are no packages here. You missed that. I gotta go to the UPS store in the grocery, and I try to go tomorrow because I have stuff to pick up. People have sent me things. Polly says, I wonder how reaction videos make it work so often. Yeah, I just don't know if places are clearing the video before or they're just hoping that no one does anything. Kathy Moran says Dan Abrams and Styx are on News Nation. I bet it'll come back though, Live PD. I would be pretty surprised if it didn't. Again, just money to be made, you know. And it was such a sensitive topic back then when it got canceled. It got canceled all of a sudden. Yeah, I'm going to check out. I'm interested in checking out that Stringer show on Shot in the Dark on Netflix, just to get a little bit of a better idea of what they do. Callie Voltaire says YouTubers may claim fair use. But see, if you claim, even if you claim fair use, if the other person doesn't agree, then they could fire a copyright claim. And then you can appeal it, which that all takes a while, right? And then even if you appeal it, they could end up suing you if they wanted to. If it's a big company, they could just sue you. You're gonna go to court and deal with it, you know? Okay, I wanted to discuss something else. Hey, so yesterday I told you that sometimes I'll just order like really basic, like toiletries and stuff from Amazon. And sometimes they'll show up and I forget what I ordered. And it's this big mystery, what's in the bag? And I know it's not anything exciting. So last night I got an email saying your order from Amazon has shipped, and I was like, what is it? It's one of these, I didn't order anything big. And then there was also something from Amazon that had came here yesterday for me. It was nothing big. And so I couldn't figure, and I said one of the two packages I believe is Speed Stick. I thought one of the two packages was Speed Stick, although I don't even know if that's the case. Now that I think about it, I think I got some Speed Stick from Target. So I don't even know if it was Speed Stick. So anyways, I opened up today, I opened up the Amazon package thinking, it was probably Speed Stick. But no, it was not Speed Stick. I was so happy to find out what it was. I'll show you what it was. I was so happy. It was my my favorite toothpaste, my Arm & Hammer Advanced White Breath Freshening Toothpaste, Winter Mint. You can't find this stuff anywhere. They really only sell it at Publix, and at Publix they jack up the price. But Amazon has started selling it, and they're selling it in a 2-pack. I'm going to post a link to this. But I was so happy. I'd forgotten I'd ordered this. I'd forgotten I'd ordered it, and I didn't have any here. And I opened up my Amazon package, and I was so overjoyed. I was like, oh, my toothpaste came. Look at how nice that close-up is with the camera. Look at this. It's like a commercial. I don't even care about the whitening. I just like the taste of it. Barella says, I use that toothpaste and like how my teeth look. Yeah, I did a toothpaste review. Guys, I did a toothpaste review on this channel. Lisa Guess Toothpaste. Look. Look. Best Toothpaste live review. So you can go watch my toothpaste review if you haven't watched it. But I'll post the link to the toothpaste because I like it so much. But it's hard to find. Like, no one sells it. No one sells this flavor. No one sells the green, the light green, breath freshening winter mint. It's the best one. Well, the white is good too. The white flavor is good too. But they sell the white flavor everywhere. I mean, the red, what's the Complete Care is the red box. Red is the red line, is the box with the red trim. That's great, but that they sell everywhere. Here, I'm going to post the link to this. I got it. A 2-pack. It's great. Not that expensive with the 2-pack. Here it is, guys, on Amazon. Amazon Prime delivery. Edward, you said you can get everything on eBay. But when it comes to like toothpaste, I like to order it from somewhere I have some confidence in, where it's coming from. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Is it enamel friendly? I have no idea, but I know I like it. Dallas liked the lip balm review. Edward says I should use Sensodyne Pronamel. I like this. I did. Oh, Sean, you probably typed that before. I just said. It just says an Amazon associate from qualifying purchases. I always say it. It is. I think the toothpaste. I think it's at. I think the toothpaste. It's like at Publix. It's like $4.50 a box or $4.50 a tube. The disclaimer is the exact one. Oh, I did subscribe and save. I think I did subscribe and save. When I say the disclaimer, it's the exact what they want me to say. How much did it cost when I ordered the toothpaste? Let's see. Yes, I did subscribe and save. So for me, it was with tax. I got a cheap price on this. It was $5.98 when I bought it, and I got a subscribe and save discount. Why is it more now? It's weird. Prices just change on Amazon. So I got, before tax, I got 2 tubes for $5.68, for $2.84 a tube. Whereas at Publix, it's $4.50 a tube. That's a big difference. Looks like they jacked up the price a little bit. Blake says, I'm lucky they use the toothpaste. They sell the toothpaste. I use at Dollar Tree for $1. That's good. So that was great. As Sarah Joy says, it was a toothpaste surprise. I was so happy. It's nice when you order something and you forget what you ordered. Even if it's just like a basic toiletry. Because it was I opened up, I'm like, oh, now I have this. And I almost immediately used it. If I go to Boston, will your tax go down? Well, there's no income tax in Florida, and there is in Boston. I think sales tax might be different. I'm not sure. Income tax is higher than in LA than Boston, though. But there's no sales tax here. No, not sales tax. There's no income tax in Florida. Okay, so that's going on. Also, I wanted to mention something else. I don't even know how much sales tax in Florida is. I go to the grocery and there's no tax. So I don't know the specifics. 6% in Florida, this says. But there's, according to Open My Florida, FloridaRevenue.com. But there's no sales tax when I go to the grocery. Massachusetts is 6.25%. I'd love to go to Europe, Sean, at some point. That'd be fun. I would love to. If money were no object, I would just live in different places and stream in different places. It's expensive, though, to live in various places. I'd love to live in New York City again, too. Sarah Joy says California is 7.25. 7.25% in California. There you go. In most areas of California, local jurisdictions have added district distinct taxes that raise the tax owed by a seller. How about Los Angeles? The minimum combined sales tax in Los Angeles is 9.5%. How about that? That's the total of state, county, and city sales tax rates in Los Angeles, 9.5%, says wise.com. Now, Edward, I'm not looking up Illinois. I'm not Google. Sean TV says it's over 10% some parts of the Bay Area. I think New York City has a sales tax too, like a city tax. See, in New York City, it looks like the sales tax when you add up the city and state and all that stuff is 8.875. Although this Wise says 8%. No, 8.875. I think. New York City. Anyways. Oh, Orlando, Florida. Look, see, it's 6.5 where I am. Orlando, Florida State is 6, and Orange County is 0.5, 6.5 in Orlando. Interesting. Cala Voltaire says Pasadena has higher tax too than other cities. I wonder if Los Angeles has an income tax. Is this true? No, I think the Los Angeles, I don't know that I'm looking up Los Angeles. I don't think they add on to the income tax. Maybe, I think New York City might have a state income tax. John L. says, California taxes how many breaths you take a day. Cali Voltaire says New York City has an income tax. New York City has its own income tax of between 3 and 4%, according to NerdWallet. That's on top of your other taxes. If you live in the city. Linda says Texas is 8.25% sales tax. But again, I don't know why in Orlando there's no groceries tax, but there isn't. Yeah, look, facts about Orlando. Visit Orlando.com. In Central Florida, taxes on purchases range from 6 to 7%, except necessary grocery items and medicine. So when I go to the grocery store, and a tax jar says grocery food is generally tax exempt in Florida. I basically hardly ever pay taxes at the grocery store. Sarah Joy says, I don't think no tax on groceries in California either. California, in most cases, grocery items are exempt from sales tax in California. From tax jar. Terry says hot and prepared foods are taxed. Okay, Nina T is here. Hello, Nina T. I assume some places have grocery tax. I don't know. I wanted to mention also I'm still looking for a replacement for my bowl. My plastic bowl. My old green plastic bowl that is falling apart, but I can't find a replacement for it. Hold on, I'll get the bowl. This bowl, which may be a dog bowl, that I bought like in probably around 20 years ago. And it's actually falling apart. It's getting like discolored on the inside because it's so old. But it's like great. It like has, it's nice, it's really light, and it's high. It's high and it's light. And it's wide. But it's not too big. It's like the perfect size for like nuts or fruit. There's so many things you can put in here. But I can't find one like this anywhere. I looked at Target, I couldn't find one. When I make an orange, I put the orange in here. When I eat nuts, I put the nuts in here. It's a great salad bowl because of the high sides. It's a really good salad bowl. If I make myself cut up a cucumber or tomatoes, it's really good for vegetables. You can put a bunch in there. It doesn't drip off. It's great. It's light. But I can't find a replacement. I bought it at Rite Aid, the Rite Aid on Fairfax and Sunset, which I don't even think is there anymore. Sean says, get a bamboo bowl. I don't even know what that is. Sean likes these bowls. Wouldn't that be heavier though, Sean? It's really the shape. It's really the shape though. It's the shape and the width and the length. It's big. It's not small. It's a big bowl. I actually wrote down the dimensions. 8-inch. It's 8 inches wide at the top, 6 inches wide at the bottom, and 2.5 inches high. It's big. It's plastic. It's just great. But it's big. It's big, but it's not too big. Real Estuo says bamboo is light typically. Blake, wherever I see it, I'm on the lookout. So wherever I see something and I think it's gonna work, I want to replace it because it really feels like it's like disintegrating. It's getting discolored on the inside in a really weird way, and I think it's disintegrating. Nicole says, check out Asian stores. It's a hard size to find. Darren says, look up high rim plastic bowl. I looked on Amazon. I couldn't find anything that looked appropriate. But I'm looking. But this one was, this was so cheap. Little did I know, one night I was just in Rite Aid and I think I bought 2 of them. They were probably like $1.50 each or something. Little did I know that I'd be using them so much. If you had told me when I bought these bowls at like 2 a.m. at Rite Aid that I'd be using them 20 years later, I would not have believed you. See, this is that intersection now. This is Fairfax and Sunset, which I think is where I bought them. Hey, what happened? Oh, the Rite Aid is there. It's still there. The Rite Aid is still there. My gosh, it's still there. Well, no, actually, no, this is March 2018. This is March 2018. Let's see if it's still there. That's March 2018. Wow. Huh. I was just there. I didn't drive by, though. It's still there. This is January 2021. Gosh, it's still there. Amazing. Amazing. It is still, I remember parking in there, walking up this. It's 24 hours. So you could go there like if you got sick and you need some medicine or something. Boy, oh boy. I did not know this. Maybe they still have the bowls. Maybe they still have the bowls. I could have, yeah. Hedge Enemy says maybe the bowl is there. Maybe they're still left on the shelves. Amazing, this is still here. Callie Voltaire says I should try a reverse image search on Google. Maybe I'll try that at some point. Wow, I just thought it wasn't there. Kind of an odd setup, like that's the main entrance. Fairfax and Sunset. Sean says, I really doubt they still have the bowl. No, I don't. I was joking, Sean. I don't think they really do. This had to be at least 20 years ago. Look for it at pet stores. Arizona Jumper says, I probably should go, when I go back to Target next time, look in the dog bowl section. I should. Do my rice bowls not work? No, they're not plastic. Wow. Well, it's good to know Rite Aid is still there. Rite Aid is still there. Darren, there's not a Walmart really near me. It's a Walmart neighborhood market. I don't know what they sell. Ugh with the plastic. Hey, if you use a plastic bowl for 20 years instead of disposable, and you just use it a lot for 20 years, that's pretty good. That's not really adding much to the waste stream. Blake says, don't listen to the dog bowl people. They are not for human use because they can't be microwave, dishwasher safe. I assume this is not microwavable or dishwasher safe. I don't think I've ever used this in the microwave or put it in the dishwasher. Nisi Tribe says World Market. Anyways, this doesn't even have identifying information on it. Like, there's literally nothing on it. It just says made. Does it even say where it's made? It says a little something on the bottom, but there's like no information on the bowl about anything. Who knows where this was made? Made in USA. It does say made in USA. For whatever it's worth. Sari, I'm timing you out. Sari says, you look tired. Sari, who wants to read that? You look tired. Thanks, Sari. You're getting timed out. You look tired, Steve. It's 8 inches across the top, 6 inches across at the bottom, 2.5 inches high. Made in USA. Terry says, one of my favorite plastic mixing bowls was bought in 1975. Blake thinks that's why it was so good and durable. Well, I think it's falling apart. It's hard to see, but there is some discoloration going on in the bowl. Right around the edge. But it's just the grate. It's light and it's easy to grip. It's got this lid. It's got this little overhang, so it's easy to grip. It's so good. Kathy thinks it's not BPA free. Well, I usually don't put liquid in it. Linda found a bowl at Rite Aid. It's not the same one. It says not available for shipping anyway, Linda. This is the one Linda found. Linda, I don't think this meets my aesthetics. I don't even think it has dimensions on there. What are the dimensions? It doesn't even give dimensions. It doesn't have dimensions. I don't even know how big it is. Linda says it's the only one they had. Fair enough. I think this one, I don't even know why this was there. They didn't have a lot of these. I don't even know why I bought it. Thank you, Linda. You tried. Linda, you tried. Colt says use Google Lens and it'll tell you what make and model it is. Is Google Lens like an app? Google Lens is an app. Do I have Google Lens? It's image recognition technology. I wonder if I have Google Lens. Do you guys use Google Lens? So stupid. I'm in my app store and this pop-up opened up. Hold on. Callie Voltaire says, I use it all the time. Carlos Rosa uses it. Cannot connect to the App Store? Why not? There it is. Lens. Do you need a separate app for Google Lens? Because when I type in Google Lens to the App Store, I just get Google. Can I get Google Lens? Can I even get Google Lens on iOS? I see apps on Google Play. Rookie J says, Google Lens helped me translate things in Japan. It looks like it's there. I only get an ad for Google Lens. I don't get the actual, it doesn't come up in search. Google Lens. Download. Okay. I'm downloading Google Lens, supposedly. It's not working. App Store. It just says Google. On the App Store, it's Google app has it. Okay, the Google app has it. So I go to the Google app. Fine, I'm in the Google app. Google Lens. Okay, open camera. All right, I'm going to take a picture of it. It's not going to work. Nothing's going to happen. Tap shutter button to search. Okay. I see. This is actually very cool. So I took a picture and it shows me some other bowls. So far, nothing is coming up the same as this. That's a really cool function. I had no idea you could do that. You use Google Lens and you take a picture of it, and all these pictures of similar bowls just come up on your screen. It's amazing. Wow, I got to use Google Lens more. Did you guys know this? On your Google app, you can just take a picture of something and lots of similar pictures come up. Let me try a different picture. View matches. Yeah, nothing's coming up, unfortunately. It's really cool. It's a really cool functionality, though. Wow. Nisi says Bixby has that on the Samsung phones. Chris Lund says 2021 Lookner discovers Google Lens welcome friend. I had no idea. This is what happens when you work at home, when you work by yourself at home. Like, if I worked in an office, somebody would have showed this to me already. Quick thank you, by the way, to Callie Voltaire. Thanks, Callie Voltaire. I appreciate that. I appreciate the donation. How about that, guys? They're laughing at your picture. Did not know that. Did not know that. Hey, my friend's all right. Says I found a 1998 flyer for Rite Aid. It shows bowls like that for putting plants in. I don't think this is a plant bowl. Anyways, check out Conics and search bowls. Why? What is Conics? Why are you telling me to check out Conics and not telling me what it is? I don't even know what it is. I'm not going to do this now. I'm going to start doing this at 11:58. I'm going to start searching for bowls online. No, we're not doing that now. No. Cal Voltaire, the answer is no. No. Carlos, I took 2 different photos at 2 different angles. It's okay, Cal Voltaire. It's almost midnight, guys. It's 11:59 p.m. Nathan Rita is here. Is anybody even still watching? Yeah, we're in a couple minutes and then we're going to wrap this up. I think we've covered everything we needed to cover. Look, I'll be in some store somewhere and one day I'll find something. Wouldn't it be crazy if I did go back to Rite Aid and they did have it? That would be amazing. Sean says, take the bowl to a glass blower and they will make you a custom bowl that will last forever. You know, I'm sure somebody could 3D print a bowl like this. Could always do that. Thank you, Country Girl. I like the plastic. The plastic's nice and light. Guys, it's midnight. It's midnight. I think it's time. One day we'll all have our 3D printers and we can print up whatever we want. But I think it's time. But this has been a fun stream. I learned about Google Lens. I bet there's all types of things you can do with Google Lens. Seven cool things you can do with Google Lens. CNET. Scan business cards. Who cares? Judge a book by its cover. If you look up a book's cover, you can find summaries and reviews. Take a self-guided architecture tour. If you snap a photo, that's a really good thing. You can snap a photo of a building. It's a good idea. Does it actually take the photos? Do I have photos of my bowl in my phone now, though? You can take a picture of a flower and learn about the flower. Add events to your calendar. Taking a picture of a flyer. Read reviews of restaurants. Bottom line, if there's a physical object out in the world, Google Lens may be able to help you find information about it and perhaps even act on that information. How about that? Now, did it actually take photos on my camera? No, the photos are not on my camera. Hey, thank you, Sonic. Sonic says, episode 419, tech support, Killdozer Doc, Cologuard, no results. Car fob battery, stocks rentals, strike, big rig standoff, stringers, not speed stick bowls, Google Lens. We covered so much tonight. Hey, thank you, Sonic. I appreciate that. And thanks for the donation, Sonic. That's super nice of you. We really did cover a lot tonight. The app that Blake is talking about is Shazam. Shazam, if you haven't used it, is an app where you can hold up you can listen to a song and it'll identify the song, which I use. Shazam app. Munica likes this Connacht store. Maybe I'll check it later when it's not midnight. Hey, thank you so much for joining our stream tonight. This was fun. Thanks also to our moderators, AJ and Linda Belk and Sarah Joy. They're awesome. Really appreciate them. AJ, Linda Belk, and Sarah Joy. Thank you. Chris Lund was lurking. Thanks to all of the lurkers and all of the chatters. By the way, remember, we're on Twitter, Lookner channel. Don't forget, Lookner channel on Twitter. There's also a Lookner Discord, Lookner fans Discord. The mods can post that. You can chat with other viewers. Hey, thank you to Blake Robinson, Dave Moss, MSU Kiwi Country Girl, Strange, Edward Kim, Marzell, Nathan Levy, Callie Voltaire, Sean TV, Darren Markley. Oh, I hope Sean didn't send me a picture. If he did, I missed it. I forgot to check my Twitter. No, I'm good. Never heard back from Phyllis. Sasha McLean, Jean Ann, letter artist, MSU Kiwi, Carlos Rosa, Munica, Kathy Moran, Brysag, Barella Holland, Strange, Kay Bati. She was in the tub listening, lurking in the tub. Edward Kim, Dolores Colbert, Terry. Terry says, I was going through pages of doggy bowls with no luck. Now I'll get weird suggestions from Amazon. See Michelle Sparks. Ziggy. Nathan Levy. Kate Links. Sean says he'll take one tomorrow. That's fine. No rush. Whenever, Sean. I'll show it the next stream. Rob Van Roy. Edward Kim. What happened to Super Tom? Did Super Tom just leave or did Super Tom get hidden? I don't know. Josie was here. Quick thanks again to everybody who donated. That's super nice of you. Ernie, Geraldine Carstensen, Tony Del Monte, Arizona Jumper, Linda Gordon, Sasha McLean, Paul W., Breaker, Bronya Morgan, Canwell, Westhawk, Cal Voltaire Sonic, and Sean TV. Thank you so much. Sarah Joy says, Super Tom left. Couldn't handle the desk sound anymore. If there's big news, we will cover it on Agenda Free TV. All right. Ziggy, thanks for watching. Barb Filer, thank you for watching. Sean TV, thanks again. Mantronics. Darren Markley. No, don't send me any bowls. I'm very picky about my bowls. Don't send me any. Barella Holland, Cindy Lou. Thank you for watching. Maria's Kitty Cats, thank you for watching. Edward, as soon as I know the results, I'll let people know. Lisa Remo says you'll find a bowl randomly. That's how I found it first. I should bring it back there. I should bring this one back to Rite Aid in LA and say, do you have one word? Do you remember this one? John L., thanks for watching. All right, guys. Good stream. We covered a bunch. We'll have more streams for you. But it is time. It's that time. 12:08 a.m. Again, thanks AJ, Sarah Joy, Linda Belk. Thanks so much, mods. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, guys. That is it. I am signing off. Signing off. Thank you again, Nathan Levy, for watching. Thank you, everybody, for watching and for chatting. Those who chatted and for lurking, those who lurked. Yes, as Sean says, we have reached the natural end of the stream. That we did. All right, guys. That is it. I am wrapping it up. Thank you again for watching. More live streams soon. I hope you have a good night and day wherever you are in the world. So that is it for now. And we will see you very, very soon.